We are coming to you right here from the heart of the Netherlands, Amsterdam, in the RAI for Money 2020. You know how it's been. It's gonna be 2 to 3 days. I said 2 because I'm like, hey, we're almost going through this day. Well, we still have 2 full days, but it's 3 days total, and we're gonna be sitting down with the most interesting people, talking to you about the most interesting things that bridge the gap between traditional finance and decentralized finance. And connectivity, that's what it's all about. If there's one word you should remember, the one takeaway you should have from this whole event is connectivity. And IoT, added to Vodafone, you get Vodafone IoT, which is global connectivity at a level that nobody can compete with. So we had to sit down with them. I got to sit down right now with Gordon. Gordon is going to tell me exactly from his sales perspective where you 100% should be up to date with every single product from the Vodafone IoT product line. Are you ready? I hope you are. Let's jump into this. So Gordon, thank you very much for sitting down with us. We just walked up to your booth and said, hey, we're crypto focused, but we don't focus only on crypto. We focus on everything that makes this market move forward, and connectivity is at the heart of that. So you said, okay, let me go sit down with these crazy people and see what they have to say, right?
Yes, thank you. Well, thank you, Emmanuel, for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Wonderful. So, and I did this also because at your booth, we found Musket. And when we talked to Musket at your booth, we told them, why are you at the Vodafone IoT booth? And he gave me a very simple explanation. If you want to remain connected using one of our terminals, you need to use Vodafone. So we're like, no problem. So let's go talk to the source. So just with him, give me an elevator pitch. Why is it so important that you guys from Vodafone IoT were here today at Money 2020?
Well, I think that the key aim for Vodafone IoT and the reason why we're here is that, as you say, the world is connected, it's ever more connected, but I think it's also complex as well. We look at the world as just one homogeneous sort of area, but when you start to look at deploying devices, especially a lot of the players here, they're global companies, they want the ability to buy from one company that can cover the globe. And we try and make it as simple as possible. And the key thing is Vodafone's been doing this for over 20 years. We went out there, we've created partner networks, we've created roaming partners that give a company here the access to 740 networks globally. And what that means in reality is you can have one platform, one bill, one easy manageability, but you know it's going to deploy. Let's be honest, if you've got a device and you've got a single network connectivity and you deploy it in a shop, payment terminal, and there's no connectivity or it's poor, that's it. You can't move the shop. With a mobile phone, we can walk down the street. But with IoT connectivity, the way our connectivity works is we look for one network. If we don't see that, we connect to another network. So it gives that ability. And let's be honest, we've got companies in the USA who are deploying devices in Australia. To put somebody on site, you can't have that. So you've got to rely on a company that can give you that global connectivity anywhere. And also, when things go wrong, we're there to support you as well because we are a global carrier. So we've got a lot better insights into what goes wrong with the devices. We also support device manufacturers to actually test devices. We can also advise them how to deploy. But I think at the end of the day, it is quite complicated. A lot of people, and I do find it happens a lot, that they go and develop an amazing device. They spend years developing this amazing device, and then they put in really bad connectivity, and the device doesn't work, or it doesn't work the way it should do, and the user just looks at it, that's a bad device. There's really bad devices. It's usually down to not the right type of connectivity. So I think it's about coming on. We try and make it as simple as possible.
Yeah, I like what you just said, though.
And we try and help them.
There are no bad devices. They're just bad connectivity. And to add one word to the connectivity, what you said, you guys are also offering peace of mind by being reliable. So how do you ensure, like you said, you guys are a global partner, you understand what the mistakes are. What makes you capable of saying that?
I mean, I think the thing is when you actually come into the Vodafone ecosystem, you're supported by somebody like me, an IoT sales specialist. You're also supported by solution architects who know an awful lot about protocols, technologies, bearers. I mean, we talk all these things. They all sound complicated if you've never done it. And the challenge I find is a lot of time you're actually speaking to somebody in procurement or you're speaking to somebody who's a device manufacturer, but they don't understand connectivity, and there's a lot of pitfalls. I know one recently where global manufacturers brought a device to market, and with our help, they've managed to make it exceptional. But by doing a little bit of tweaking, you'll be surprised, just especially payment terminals, just the position of antennas inside them, little things that can actually make a good device great. And we can help you. We've got labs, Vodafone Labs. We've also got, as I say, the in-house expertise. We've got people in there who've designed the network. So we can bring these people in at a moment's notice. But it's all about the support. It's about bringing customers on, understanding their problems. And we do sell connectivity, it's great, but it's about the whole ecosystem, and it's about just the value add that a major network operator like Vodafone that operates in multiple countries around the world can bring to that. And also when companies come to us, we can also share best practice. We've seen this before. We don't share other companies' names, but we'll share best practice. So when somebody comes on new to the market or wants to move into a new area, we've got the expertise somewhere in Vodafone globally, out of our over 400 staff, that can actually, just dedicated to IoT, can actually help them. So there's a lot of partnership, there's a lot of support, and we do really care about our customers, and I think that's a real thing that Vodafone IoT does.
You really care about your customers. So, in a nutshell, we have connectivity, global connectivity, we have reliability, you have the support, and now, what happens when I want to grow?
I mean, the grow is a great way, because that single SIM, depending on the profile we've got, the new SGB32s coming in, which is a new eSIM standard, but depending on whatever the client wants to use as far as technologies, if they take that SIM, that can be deployed in the UK, Netherlands, Spain, South America, Australia, America. I mean, anywhere in the world, Vodafone has got these agreements, so we just grow gradually. You can start small and widen out, but we have that ability just to roam globally. And the great thing is, the gold standard that we offer as far as our GDSP platform is Gartner's recognised it for the 14th year in a row, or maybe 13 years.
Okay. But it's more than 10 for sure.
Definitely more than 10, but we've won that every year because they look at who is a market leader, who's got the scale to deliver. And some of our biggest customers are the automotives, global automotives, deploying millions of SIMs out there, a lot of the German manufacturers, a lot of the Chinese manufacturers, a lot of the US manufacturers, but they use Vodafone because we can support a company with a few thousand SIMs, we can support a company with millions of SIMs. So Vodafone has that scale.
So, small company, you have to support. Big company, you have to support as well. You guys are moving across different types of areas as well, and you are offering connectivity at a global level with the actual support system in place. So, when it comes down to it, it's very simple. Interconnectivity, global, and with the necessary support. One of the most beautiful things he said, we care for our customers, bringing people together and making sure it's on a network that is 100%, we cannot say 100%, but it's as close as possible to 100% connectivity and reliability. That is what Vodafone IoT gives you. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, they will be able to support you and help you. Gordon, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for sitting down with us. Thank you very much for your explanations and how you brought it together. You can clearly see you've been doing sales for a while. So you sold me. That was the best part about it. You sold me. So you know what to do. Like, share this video, and make sure to keep watching every single video we put out there, because we still have to talk with one more person about the ecosystem when it comes to Vodafone IoT. So watch out for that video. We are Crypto Focus, and this is Money 2020.